Lovely viewers, my name is Success Torres. It is my greatest pleasure to bring to you English language. Today, we will start with grammar. What do we mean by grammar? We are saying that grammar is all about the rules and principles that have to do with English language. Now, as a student, as a speaker, as a user of English language, it will interest you to note that words in isolation cannot be said to be a noun, a verb, an adjective, or even a conjunction. You cannot look at a word in isolation and conclude with unmitigated certainty that this word is a noun or is a verb. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that a word plays a function in a context. Therefore, you can only tell the function of a word or what particular group or word class it is when it is in a context. So we call something conversion. One word may perform different functions in different contexts. Therefore, you cannot just look at a word and say, this word, is a noun. Because that word could be something else. All words in English language have families. Let me say that they come from a particular family. Just as humans, we have the Mahamas family, we have the Ados, the Amwates, of course, the Juliet Ibrahims. We also have words in English language. In fact, all the words in English language also come from a particular family. So we have the noun family, we have the adjective family, we have the interjection, the preposition, name them. Therefore, it is majorly important for us to realize that a word does not perform function in isolation, but perform functions in context, in different contexts. Alright, so just as we have the Mahamas, the Ados, the Amwates, the Ibrahims, we also have the nouns, the pronouns, to which all these words we use in English language belong. Let us consider some quintessential examples. For example, leave. The last time I checked, they said Men's Gold Ghana asked its workers, to go on a compulsory leave. Compulsory leave. So if it is compulsory leave, then here leave is a noun, where compulsory is an adjective. So leave is performing the function of a noun, a nominal function. We can also have leave. For example, leave here. When someone commands you, leave here. Here, leave is what? A verb. Or my father will leave for Accra tomorrow. So leave for Accra tomorrow. Leave is a verb. So you see that we have leave as a noun and leave as a verb. So you cannot conclude with unmitigated certainty, absolutely, that, leave is a noun, when you don't even know the context in which the word is used. We can also have examples like people. Today, apart from people being a noun, you can also say that this room, this classroom, can people 1,000 members. This auditorium can people, if you like, 3,000 congregation, 3,000 members. Therefore, people is not absolutely a noun, but could also be a verb. Therefore, words, some of them by birth they are nouns, while some of them you adapt them. For example, we all know people to be a noun. We all know mother to be a noun, father to be a noun. By birth, they are nouns. But you can also adapt them into the verb family, where you say that, that man can father me, Obinim can father me, or I can father someone, where father here is used to perform a function, and it is verbal function. Therefore, a father, mother can also be what? A verb, as much as it is also a noun. That is what we mean by conversion in English language. Let us look at more examples. So we can look at examples like promise. Today, promise has become a noun. So someone has added kin to it and it has become his name. So promise, a name of a person, is a noun. Or if you like, promise ring. Here, promise ceases to be what? A noun. It is an adjective. A noun that has been adapted as an adjective to describe another noun. Therefore, when you see nouns in series, it is the last noun that becomes a noun. All those that come, those that precede the last noun, are all adjectives. So school fees. Here, school is not a noun. It is an adjective describing the fees. University, hospital. So the university here is describing the hospital. Therefore, university in this context is what? It's an adjective. That is what we mean by adaptation. You adapt a word from one family to another family, just as we do as humans. So, promise ring. Someone will also say that I will promise you. You meet a lady and you say that, Madam, I hope I shall not offend you if I state frankly and openly to mean that you seem to me to be in every way the visible personification of absolute perfection. My dear, you are a paragon of beauty. You are a quintessence of beauty. And if you give me the chance, I'll give you the whole world. My sister, you also believe it and go home and tell your friends, hello dear, I met a man today who said he'll give me the whole world. Then the friends are all rejoicing, really? Oh, can I meet this man? Now, if this guy succeeds in giving you this world, oh yeah, I can never dare you. So you see, he has promised you. Here, promises are there. We can have more examples like divorce. If I said divorce papers, divorce here is an adjective. It's describing the noun papers. I will divorce you. I will divorce you. Here, divorce is a verb. Then, the divorce demoralized her. When you see the and these articles preceded by a word, then in about 80% cases, you can conclude that that word is a noun. So the divorce demoralized her. So we have divorce as a verb, as an adjective, and also as a noun. We can also use snow, for example. It snowed last night. Here, snowed, past tense. So snow is an action. It snowed last night. Or the snow is serious. So you see that snow can be a verb and can also be a noun. We have one example that is very funny. One word, and it has about 4 functions. I don't know what to do, but I'm very sure that the last round is very interesting. So, last round. Here, round is used as a noun. We are also players or people who go around a circle. Or if you go to a place, you go around maybe a park or something. So, round. Go round, go how, round. So, here it could be an adverb. Or perhaps a preposition. So, round, adjective. So, round as a noun, round as an adverb. We can also have round plate. Here is an adjective. So you see one word has 1, 2, 3 functions. So in a sentence and you see round or you just hear the word round, would you say it's an adjective or an adverb? You cannot tell because until you see it in a context, you cannot tell what it's doing and what it is. Alright, the last one has to do with, how do you call it, round as a verb. I don't know what X and Y have done to a math teacher, but it's always asking us to look for S and Y. Now just imagine, those of us who are very bad at mathematics, when you have struggled to get the answer, after finding the S, he will tell you to round it to the nearest tens. Round it. Do it. Therefore, round here is used as a verb. So you see the 4 functions of just round. The point is that words in isolation cannot be told to become a noun or a verb until they are used in context.